Clothing and entertainment, an approximate view of what you can expect to pay for things like that if you choose to retire in the Philippines. That's what we're talking about today, so stick around. Hey guys, before we get started with today's video, got those two favors I've been asking. I'm going to ask them again. One, that you'll give the video a like, and two, subscribe if you haven't already. These two small things help this channel more than you could ever know, and we appreciate everyone who's done so up to now, and we appreciate you considering doing both of those things today. Also, I want to add, if you've not done it, please ring the bell so you get all the notifications. We got a lot of cool stuff planned for 2022, and you don't want to miss out on any of it. So let's get on with today's video. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of USA to Philippines Life channel with your host, me, Mike. And I'm coming at you today with the final edition in our series that we've been dissecting, the awesomely amazing article from Retirepedia, Cost of Living in the Philippines, Can You Afford It? Again, the link will be in the description so you can go back, and I encourage all of you who are not acquainted with Philippines, if you're not there already, check this article out. Bookmark it. It's a good reference. The stuff in there is not, you're going to see comments from people all around the Philippines that'll say, no, I'm paying this much, I'm paying less, I'm paying more. This is just a ballpark figure, and I think from what I know from having been to the Philippines multiple times, it's pretty close. And it's good just to get an idea if retirement in the Philippines is something that you could potentially do. So today, to wrap up the series, it's a little bit of a lighter topic. It's just clothing and entertainment. Now, they may not seem important, but when you're retired and you're living overseas, sooner or later the clothes that you bring from the U.S. are going to wear out, and you're going to want to buy some stuff. I find the clothing to be inexpensive there, and we'll see from what Retirepedia has to say why that might be. And Retirepedia says, the Philippines has a large manufacturing sector, which produces a lot of high-quality clothing and footwear. As a result, locally made apparel is very affordable. The close proximity to China also means inexpensive Chinese-made clothing is available. However, if you want to wear designer labels or imported American clothing, expect to pay a premium. The average cost of imported clothing and shoes in the Philippines are, and they go on to list, I'll read the examples. A pair of jeans, Levi's 501 or similar, 2,000 pesos, 42 US dollars. For the ladies, a summer dress, spring skirt, popular chain store, 1,300 pesos or $27 US. Pair of running shoes, Nike or Adidas, 3,900 pesos. It's about $80 US. A pair of men's business shoes, look to pay about 3,200 pesos or about 67 US dollars. Now I think you can see that the equivalent of those Philippine peso prices in US dollars are very low compared to what we're used to paying for the items here in the States. And I live in New Jersey. There's some bargains to be had here, but if you're going to go out to the malls or whatever, you're going to pay top dollar. You're going to be paying more than $80 for a pair of Adidas or Nike in a New Jersey mall. I know that much. So that's not too bad. Like I said, you go to the malls there, and when I was there, I needed to buy some extra t-shirts. I'm a big dude, so you know it was hard to find shirt sizes that were big enough for me. But to my surprise, in the mall they had a Dickies. A lot of you guys, maybe blue collar guys like myself here in the States, you're familiar with Dickies as a work clothes. Maybe not like a fashion thing, but in the Philippines, Dickies is the equivalent of like the Gap. I know we don't really have Dickies around here, like a store in the mall. We have Dickies workwear. I know that much. But over there, it was a nice shop we went to. My wife bought some denim skirts there and one-piece things. They're really nice. She still wears them in the summertime here. I bought some t-shirts. They had my size. And they were very inexpensive. They weren't bad. So I don't have a problem. I like, when we go out and shop in the Philippines, I don't feel like we're paying a whole hell of a lot for the clothing and everything. But so you can, consider that in your, as you compile your information and decide if retirement in the Philippines is for you. This is a little more information for you. And again, go back and check this article because it's a good article to have to reference, to go back to. And that's why I chose to dissect this article and share it with you guys. Because I do the homework before I get up here and talk to you guys. And I make sure the sources check out. Sometimes I do videos from the hip and tell you guys what I think and what I feel about stuff. That's me. But when I talk about stuff about the Philippines, I make sure that the information that I'm giving you guys is good information, because it's important. This is something that we're considering making a life change and living in the Philippines. This is all the information that we need. And I realize that some guys have no experience at all with the Philippines, and maybe they've met a girl online and they're planning to go there, at some point, and they like the idea of retiring there. This is all good stuff to do, is to get this information, compile this information, and really look at the numbers and see if it works for you, and think of different strategies, think of different parts of the Philippines that might be more affordable to you. And this is all part of it, this kind of information, even right down to pair of jeans. Well, you're probably going to be wearing shorts there more than jeans. But this is just an example. Now that I've sucked all the air out of the room, let's move on to the final category, and that's entertainment. And that's the fun stuff. And we don't want to go over there and do nothing. I mean, yeah, I guess in a sense that's the idea, is to go there and do nothing. But come on, we're gonna want to take your girl or your wife. You want to go to the movies. You want to do different things. So they were kind enough to put some examples on here of what that kind of stuff costs. And I can attest to a lot of this, some of this myself, from being there and taking my wife out. And I'm gonna just tell you, it's a little funny with my wife. When we're in the Philippines, I can wine and dine my wife. She will go anywhere with me. I love going out to dinner with my wife. I love doing things, but I can't get her to go out with me here in the U.S. You would think it would be the opposite. She don't like to go anywhere around here. We got some high-end restaurants and stuff around, and it's the New York metropolitan area. She likes to do Uber Eats, or we take out and eat it at home. Go figure. I can't force her, but she loves to go out when we're in the Philippines. So it's another reason why I want to get the heck out of here and get back there, so we can go out to eat and stuff like that. So let's take a look at what Retirepedia is saying for entertainment. Now they're saying example, a movie ticket. You want to go to the movies. It's 260 pesos a ticket, which is about $5.50. Cost a lot more to do that here in the States. I don't even know, because I haven't been to the movies, but I think the tickets are over $10 each now, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I haven't been to the movies. Last time I was in a movie theater was in the Philippines, so I don't really do the movies around here for a variety of reasons. But it's quite expensive. So $5 a ticket, you and your girl go. $10. The popcorn, the snacks are cheap. They don't give any example of that, but I can tell you it was very cheap. I think I think I got out of there for less than $20, and we had snacks, we had movie tickets. It was a suspenseful movie, and my wife bruised my arm. She was so tense with the movie. I think it was that movie Don't Breathe was the last one we went to over there. If you've seen that movie, it's a good movie. But yeah, she was standing up, and she's funny to go to the movies with. She gets very physical, freaking out about the movies. But she's probably going to get mad that I told you guys that, but oh well. Anyway, just remember that for the live stream, because you can ask her about that in the live stream. So monthly gym pass. So a lot of guys are going to be wanting to go there and stay in shape. You know, I know where we are in Iloilo City. They have the Esplanade along the river, and you see early in the morning a lot of people running. It's beautiful. It's along the river. It's very beautiful, and then they have these cutouts that people stop and they do calisthenics and whatnot. But maybe you want to go to a fitness center. You're used to that. I mean, me personally, I have a treadmill and a recumbent bike in my house now. I'm gonna have the same thing when I'm there. I don't really dig going to the fitness centers. It's not for me. But let's take a look at what Retirepedia is saying it's going to cost you roughly ballpark in the Philippines. And that would be $39 US for the monthly gym pass. And that's about a little under 2,000 pesos a month. Not a big deal. It's not a lot of money. In the article, they actually make a mistake. They actually have 190,000 pesos, so that is a mistake. I haven't seen many mistakes with that in here, but should you come across anything in here that's outrageously high, it's probably a mistake like this was. So the $39, I always the rule now for the guys that really don't know about Philippines and the Philippine peso. Good rule of thumb with Philippines money to learn it quick is to look at it this way. 1,000 peso bill is like a $20 bill in the US. It's probably worth a little less than a $20 bill is right now, but that's a ballpark figure. 500 is like 500 pesos is like $10. 250 pesos is like $5, etc., etc. So you can do the math from there. It makes it easier. That's how I did it, how I got to learn. I was the last trip I was there. I remember when I got back to the States, my brain had to readjust to US dollars. I was so used to doing transactions in the Philippines with Philippine pesos. It's not hard to adapt to that. So let's see. If you like to play tennis, they're giving an example to book a tennis court. 285 pesos to book a tennis court for an hour on a weekend. Again, it's a little more than $5. Not a big deal. That's nothing. So a nice dinner for two people at a local resto bar. They call them. They're saying tavern here, but I think it's a resto bar. You might hear a tavern, place where they serve alcohol. It's 18 US and 870 Philippine pesos. And that's about right. Again, it goes up if you're going to go for expensive, fine dining experience, 3-course meal. It's going to cost you a little over 2,000 pesos, about $44. That's about right. Just knowing what I've spent on taking people out to dinner there, my wife and family, that's about right. So, yeah, I'm not going to go down the whole list. You can check it out yourself. You get the idea. It's really not, doesn't break the bank to go out and do stuff there. And that's why, one of the reasons why it's a good retirement choice for a lot of us, and they say the Philippines is an exciting retirement destination with a lot of entertainment options, including music venues, theme parks, cinema, theaters, cultural events, and markets. There's also a great culinary scene and incredible street food and restaurant. There are also plenty of free entertainment options, including the many spectacular beaches, coral reefs, waterfalls, and hiking trails. Water sports are particularly popular in the Philippines, like fishing, boating, jet skiing, and surfing. So, yeah, that's something I want to get back into, is fishing when I get over there to live. I used to love to do freshwater fishing here, and being in the New York area, my area of choice to go. And if any guys are familiar with the New York metro area, I used to like to go up to northeast Pennsylvania to Pocono Mountains. I'd love to go fishing up there. That's probably the last place I had my pole, fishing pole in the water around here. It's been a long time. I would love to do some fishing. Yeah, that's being it's surrounded by water, there's a lot of water stuff to do. So that's going to do it for this video. Pretty simple stuff, but this also concludes my series on this wonderful, extensive article that I, again, encourage everybody to check out, bookmark it. For the guys that are like me, that are already acquainted and know they want to do it and already have all the information, but have some people that are thinking about considering retiring in the Philippines, share this article with them because it's fantastic. And share my videos too. Just I had to throw that in there. But please do. Please consider doing that as well, because I want to know that, while I'm here in the States, I'm not there. If I can help anybody find their way to get in there. And again, as I always say, the best thing about the Philippines is free. It's the people, the wonderful, wonderful Filipino people. You Filipinos, you're wonderful. Love being around you. Can't wait to live there. I love being around Filipinos here. We have blessed to have a lot of Filipinos in this part of New Jersey, and I love when I'm in the Filipino community and I get to go to the stores. You saw the video of my wife and I doing a little shopping in the Filipino community, Bergenfield, New Jersey. I love going up there. So that's, I feel I like close my eyes when I'm up there, when I'm in the red ribbon up there. You hear me say that in the video. And I can just imagine, I feel like I'm in the Philippines because it's just Filipino people. And you hear people speak in Tagalog and, thank you po, salamat po. And I just love it. I love it. I love being around Filipinos. It's something special about being around Filipinos. They're wonderful. I can't say that enough. And I'm probably saying it too much right now, so I'm going to wrap this video up. If you would be so kind, if you liked the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't. Ring the notification bell. Hit that bell so you get notified of our upcoming uploads. We've got a lot of cool stuff planned for this year, including the culmination of this year will be our return, our triumphant return to Iloilo City. We miss you, Iloilo City. And shout out to that one vlogger who does those walk and talk videos in Iloilo City. Love those. Love seeing the city. We can't be there right now. We appreciate those videos very much. And I can't wait to do my own over there. So with that, going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. As we always like to say here at USA the Philippines Life Channel, wherever you are in the world, stay well, stay safe, stay blessed, stay informed. If you're planning to go to the Philippines to live, stay informed. And we'll see you real soon with another video. Thank you so much for watching.